Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Motivation. I'm the New Age entrepreneur, Victor Simmons, and this daily show is about life, entrepreneurship, and marketing. Today's episode is called Uncovering Your Available Resources. Good morning. Hello there. TGIF. It is another Friday, the first Friday of the new month. And so, I'm just excited, got through the week. And today I wanted to talk about uncovering your available resources. So, when we are attacking something new, right? Or if we're about to challenge ourselves, or if we're about to really kind of strive towards something that's different, right? A lot of times the mind naturally goes to things that we don't have, right? Resources that, we don't have access to. And today I wanted to challenge you to think about uncovering your available resources. So this was actually presented to me, when I was in Atlanta, right? The person, I forgot who was talking, but was asking us to think about what resources do we have available right now, right? What knowledge do you have right now, right? That's a resource. I think sometimes people forget, man, I'm pretty resourceful if I had to be, right? If you were ever, a single mom, trying to make ends meet for your kids like my mom was at one time, she didn't have money as a resource, but she had to search within her to find what were her available resources so she could feed her babies, right? Or if you've been, a small business owner and you have payroll that's coming up, right? You might have to tap into some resources in order for you to, to make payroll. And, whether that is, someone that you might know, who can lend you the money, if it's access to, some leverage from, maybe a different business. Again, it's searching your brain to start thinking about what you have instead of what you don't have, right? I think a lot of times we're always thinking about the have-nots. What don't we have, what we need, what we're trying to get. And sometimes we've got to just look within ourselves. And if you're middle-aged like I am, man, there's a lot of years that you've been on this earth, and a lot of resources that you can tap into if you are just, acceptable to it. If you're able to really kind of search yourself and think a little bit man, let's go over some resources, by the way, right? So if I'm thinking, it's okay, who do I know? All right. Who do I know that I have a personal relationship with? Okay. Start thinking about that, right? Think about your Facebook, think about your social media, even think about people that you might run into on a consistent basis, whether it's daily, weekly, even, monthly, every now and then. Who do you know that you could tap into their resources, right? Who do you know that they know you can tap into resources? Does someone, own a certain company that you could use as leverage? Maybe you can provide something for them. They can provide something for you, right? Everything doesn't always have to be about finding money, right? Because that's a lot of times, have you ever heard the saying, which I know you have, it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? How did people get in certain positions in life, whether it's a job position, whether it's, a leadership position, a lot of it is who you know. So think about who you know that maybe can help propel you to wherever you're trying to go, use as leverage, right? Think about who you know. And then think about who they know that you have in a mutual friend that you could even contact someone if you find that, there is something that you can provide a value for them in exchange of what they could provide for value for you, right? So stop thinking about money, monetary, right? The tangible. Think about your relationship, all right? And then let's think of another resource. What do you know? What skill do you already currently have that you could tap into that maybe you've been overlooking, right? What abilities have you learned, you know? I mean, it could be something as simple. A stay-at-home mom could be watching this and be like, "Oh, really? I don't really know too much other than how to take care of, of my kids." I mean, and I've done a pretty good job because my kids are safe, they're healthy, they're fed. We might not have everything, but they're taken care of. Can you think about maybe someone that you could help? Knowing that you have that skill, someone that might lack that you can help in exchange for maybe something that they have, right? Organizational skills. That's a resource. How can you use your organizational skills to maybe help someone else that has a different skill set that can help you, right? It's got to start tapping into something deeper rather than, something that is that we can't control, right? A lot of us can't control how much money we literally have in our bank accounts right now. Or we might have already asked friends and family and borrowed money and tapped out credit cards and all this stuff. Now it's time to get resourceful, right? Now it's time to start digging deep. If you want something that bad, right? What knowledge do you have? What skill set do you have? Maybe it's a sales skill set, right? Maybe it's the ability to talk to people. These videos for me, it's like, how did I start this? I had to start doing something now with what I had, right? Used to have a video production business. So I have cameras, I have backgrounds, I have microphones, I have editing software, right? I have a skill set. That is a resource, right? It's my skill set. Video production background is a skill set, right? I can help people understanding which camera to use, about their lighting, about their, equipment and microphones and editing softwares and, how to position stuff, right? That's a skill set. This is the resources that I'm talking about that you can tap into, and we can keep going on and on and on. But the first thing that we have to do is understand that everything doesn't always have to be money. Everything doesn't always have to be focused on what you don't have. It's time for you to start tapping within yourself and start getting resourceful and thinking about what you do have. And those are the people that win. Those are the people who don't make excuses and say, "Hey, I don't have this, so I can't do that." These are the people where I'm going to win no matter what. Like right now, I'm going to win no matter what, right? You might be watching these videos years from now, and this is case proven that someone who is absolutely determined to make his dreams in this life come true, and I'm doing it, right? Now I'm in the process and I'm going through all the steps because I'm not exactly where I want to be. And who knows, 50 years from now, I still might be striving for something because I'm not exactly where I want to be. But, that's who I am. And you got to start with where you are, right? But take steps. Don't sit down. Don't be a bump on the log. Don't, just make excuses about, I don't have this, so I can't keep going. No. I was talking to one of my team members the other day. You are, right? And my team member called and was thinking about, "Hey, listen, I don't know if this is really working out for me, kind of ready to quit." And I said, "Hey, listen, look, have you given it your all, right? You're thinking about money and what you don't have, right? Now, you already know that you don't have money, right? You joined a group to try to make money, and it's a business, and so you have to kind of have a little money to start off with, right? So you already know that in business it takes money, to start generating some money, which is fine. But tap into your resources. Have you reached out to anyone? Have you gone on Facebook and in the group that I plugged you into of people of like mind, have you reached out to any of them? This is what I want you to do. This is what I'm telling them on the phone. Pick 3 people and reach out to them, right? There's tons of people in this group, tons of like-minded people. Go and look at their profile, right? Go and see, what they're about. If you have some common maladies and that, that you might be interested in, like if you met them offline, you might be actually friends with them, and start a conversation with them, right? You're a conversationalist. There's a resource. Start talking to them. All of a sudden, everything changed, right? It's like, oh, wow. I was fearful and scared to talk to these people, but I do it on an everyday basis, why am I scared now? Had a great day, right? That's what I'm talking about. You have to start focusing on what you have and not focused on what you don't have. Tap into your resources. Are you trying to talk to people? Are you really trying to do things? Or are you focused on things that you don't have, right? So, that's my message for today. It's Friday. It is the 3rd of February. Can't wait to talk to you about what I'm going through. It's a boot camp. I'll be honest with you. It's stretching me. My eyes might be a little red and a little tired because I'm up 5 something in the morning and I'm working. Then I go to my day job. I work and then I'm staying up late because I'm in this boot camp because I want it bad. I want to learn something else, right? I want to get better. I need to quit doing what I'm doing so I can get to where I'm trying to go, and I want to influence and help people, right? See, this is that energy that I'm talking about, right? These are the people that I want to work with, people like me. But I told myself even before I started filming this, who would I want to follow? Who is that leader that I would want to be, that I would want to follow? And that's what I'm doing right now. I am being the leader that I would want to follow. Right? That someone could look to me and say, hey, listen, this guy, he started with nothing and look at him now. He plugged away every single day. He stayed consistent. He kept believing. He kept growing. He kept learning. He kept following the system. And that's what you have to do if you really want it, right? Tap into people who want more. Click my link if you want to connect with me, right? Okay? So this is Victor Simmons, the New Age Entrepreneur, always outside the box. Go out, have a great February 3rd, 2017. Until next time, take care, be well.